Hell Hunter, Anti-Nomen, new load game. You have reached Manor, Dinner Hall, to floor 1. Elian can hear many noises coming from the entrance door. There's no time to hesitate. He must cross this door. Saving point to floor 1. Saving. The gem disappeared for some reason. Does only Elian notice these gems? To floor 1. As Elian rushes outside the door, he can see the entrance door under external pressure. It must be them. The Revenants. Elian saw from the wastelands a water canal flanking the manor. He can escape from there if he finds the way to access it from the manor. That's Elian's priority, but even if that door is very resistant, perhaps he should reinforce it somehow. It could delay their entry. You have reached Manor. Entrance, west door exit, east to the dinner hall, to the entrance hall. You have reached Manor. Entrance hall, to floor west, east door exit. This room is different from the others. It's dusty, and there's some scraps around the floor. No elegance at all. It's possible that the door you see could lead to the cellar, or something. You have reached scraps. Many pieces of iron are scattered in a corner of the room. Iron bar. This iron bar could fit in the doorknobs of the entrance door. Elian takes the iron bar. To the entrance hall. To the underground. Scrap to the... The door is locked. There's a word carved on it. King. To the corpse. To the corpse. Scrap corpse. He has been bitten to death. From revenants, probably. His brain and many other organs haven't been spared, of course. Anyway, he won't revive as a zombie. As urban legends would suggest, only the bite of a Nosferatu can do that. He has been to the entrance hall. You have reached Manor. Entrance hall, to floor 1, west, east, to the wasteland, sealed door, entrance door. Elian reinforces the door, placing the iron bar between the doorknobs. That should buy him some extra time. Sealed to the wasteland. It's not the time to exit from here. East door exit, west to floor 1. You have reached Manor. West door, east door exit. There's no one inside the kitchen. Judging by the cooking utensils and the scent, the meal has been prepared recently, so it must have been made from the owner. You have reached Manor, kitchen, cooking utensils. Even if they have now been used for dinner and have yet to be washed, it's possible to see the care for the tools. His regard for cooking is not just a passion, it seems almost like an obsession. Cup of tea. From the cup, Elian can smell the scent of cardamom. There's something in the bottom of the cup. Elian finds the jack key and takes it. Windows. Big to floor. North to floor 1. You have reached Manor. Entrance hall. West door. East door. To the dinner hall. To the entrance hall. You have reached Manor. Entrance hall. To floor. West door exit. A room with a very long table in the center, perhaps used for meetings. On the right, there's a pendulum clock. The only thing that breaks the silence of this room. You have reached Manor. Clock room. Table. Left window. Pendulum clock. Left table. Aside from some candlestick. Left pendulum. Blood? What? Emblem. To the entrance hall. West door exit. Elian unlocks the door with the jack key. This room grows in height and is split into 2 floors. Even in this case, a wooden stair connects them. Despite the quality of the material, it's surely less flashy than the other stairs. You have reached Manor. Downstairs. Green plant. Red plant. To the clock room. To upstairs. Green plant. To upstairs. The part above the room is quite narrow. The window has a weird placement. The same wall of the door downstairs and above the stairs. One hell of a job for whoever cleans it. Perhaps the architecture of the manor has been changed over time. You have reached Manor. Upstairs. Bottle. There's a bottle of wine on a small table. Actually, the smell suggests that this is human blood. Elian transfers it and gets 1 blood vial. Window. The window is situated in a strange location. Vase. A beautiful and precious vase. Elian checks inside the vase and finds the night key. To downstairs. East door exit to downstairs. You have reached Manor. Downstairs. To upstairs. To the clock room. You have reached Manor. Clock room. Right window. West to the entrance hall. You have reached Manor. To floor 1. You have reached Manor. Entrance hall. Floor 1. West door. East door exit. You have reached Manor. Kitchen. Cooking utensil. North door exit. Elian unlocks the door with the night key. What a horrible joke for the guests to close the door of the bathroom with a key. Even if probably no one has made it this far until now. The tub is full of water. Maybe he showered off the smell of human meat from himself after cooking. You have reached Manor. Bathroom. Mirror. Toilet. Tub. The tub is full of water. Unplug it. Press the left arrow to do it. Press the right arrow to not do it. It will take a few seconds for the water to be completely drained. Elian stands up and waits for a bit. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 150 experience points. Press Control to... Elian has been taken by surprise by that skinless zombie. It seems like he was hidden inside the shower, and Elian was distracted. In the bottom of the tub, there's the queen key, and Elian gets it. Toilet. Mirror to the kitchen. You have reached Manor, north door to floor. You have reached Manor, west door exit, east door exit to the dinner hall, to the entrance hall. You have reached Manor, entrance hall to floor 1, west door exit. You have reached Manor, clock room. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 120 experience points. Press west door exit. You have reached Manor, downstairs. Green plant to upstairs. You have reached Manor, upstairs. Bottle, window, vase to down. East door exit. Elian unlocks the door with the queen key. After Elian closes the door, he hears the sound of the knob on the other side of the door breaking and falling to the floor. You won't be able to enter here again. So he keeps the door open, just in case. The room is full of plants, and there's a bookshelf as well. What a weird combination. Nearby the terrace, the crows are squawking, as if they were mad. You have reached Manor, terrace. Plants, glass panels, outside terrace, bookshelf. Although Elian would expect some books about plants and gardening, actually most of the books tell many kinds of stories. Suddenly a flock of zombie crows enter inside the room, smashing the glass panels. Elian immediately closes the door from where he came. One room full of zombie crows is more than enough. Broken glass panel. Outside terrace, bookshelf. To upstairs. Bookshelf. One of the books catches Elian's attention. It's entitled Royal Book. There's no time to read the whole book, so Elian takes a look at some line of the story. Jack is guarding the kitchen from the outside. Meanwhile, he's drinking a cup of tea. Another line of the story. The knight nervously waits upstairs. He's staring at a beautiful vase. Some other line. The queen quickly prepares in the bathroom. It's almost time. One more line. The king has been invited by the queen to the room with a clock. While he's distracted, she pushes him from behind against a secret door in the wall. And then she puts the clock in front of it. Now she can finally meet the knight. King. Clock. What a weird story. It reminds Elian of something. To upstairs. To floor 1. You have reached Manor, entrance hall, floor 1. West, east, to the dinner hall, to the entrance hall. You have reached Manor, entrance hall, to floor 1. West door exit. You have reached Manor. Clock broke. West door to the emblem. Blood Revenant. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 120 experience points. Press control. You open quit. Game instruction. You can inventory. Alien reached level 3. 2090 experience. You're back in the pendulum clock. Alien pushes the clock to the side and reveals behind it a hidden keyhole on the wall. The queen key matches the keyhole. A small opening in the wall is revealed, and there's a key inside it. Just when Alien is about to get the key, it suddenly floats and flies into the center of the room. Not only the key, most of the furniture too, chairs included, are floating and trying to hit Alien. It must be a poltergeist. He prepares for the battle. The battle begins. Less than 75% life points. The battle ends. Alien gains 250 experience points. Press control to continue. When Alien cuts a small object, all the others stop floating and fall on the ground. That object was the true body of the poltergeist. Before it disappears, an object breaks the knob of the door that leads to the entrance hall. Alien gets the king key. He needs to find another route now. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien get table broken. West door exit. You have reached to upstairs. How in the hell did that Reverend jump in the window from outside? In any case, Alien could use it to reach the terrace from the outside. But he needs to hurry. This is getting worse and worse. You have reached Manor, upstairs. East door to downstairs. Broken window. Now that the window is broken, Alien can jump up to the window and try to reach the terrace from the outside. Will you jump? Press the left arrow to do it. Alien jumps to the window, then carefully crosses the outside and jumps to the terrace. Now he's inside. You have reached Manor, terrace, zombie crows. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 130 experience points. Alien gets blood vial to floor 1. to upstairs, to floor 1. You have reached Manor. West door, east door to the dinner hall, to the entrance hall. You have reached Manor. Entrance hall to floor west, east door exit. You have reached Manor. Quiet room. To the underground. Elian unlocks the door with the king key. Press the left arrow to do it. Press the right arrow to not do it. Press the left arrow to do it. Press the right arrow to not do it. Stairs lead Elian some meters below ground. That must be the way. There are many shelves in the room, but it's not the time to check details. He must hurry. There is also some skinless zombie. Like the one in the bathroom, they are even stronger than revenants. You have reached Manor Underground. Storage room. Save it. You saved the skinless zombie. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gate to corridors. Metal door. The door is locked. There's a small window in the door. Alien can't see a thing anyway. It's too dark. He tries to listen. To corridors. The corridor is curved. Alien starts to hear the sound of water. The canal might be very close. You have reached Manor Underground. Corridor, pipes, wheel, water, ceiling, to storage, north, to north. Alien sees the gate in the middle of the corridor. He should try to escape. To storage. You have reached Skinless Zombie. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien to corridors. You have reached Manor pipes, wheel, water canal gate. Alien can see the canal through this gate. Just as he's about to open the gate, suddenly, with a tremendous noise, the ceiling in front of Alien collapses. There's a hole. The one who caused it is him. That damn construct. He's still alive. He doesn't even have a scratch. Once more he speaks the name of Elian's race with his grotesque voice and rushes towards him. What will Elian do now? He has little time to decide. Press the left arrow to open the gate. Elian dodges the creature and quickly runs toward the end of the corridor. There's a door, and he enters inside. This room is medium-sized. Judging by the coffin, this must be the bedroom of the owner. It's quite modest as a room, compared to the rest of the manor. You have reached Manor Underground. Coffin room. manages to escape. The battle ends. To corridor. Coffin. This coffin is of the finest quality. If Elian focuses a bit, he can hear a voice coming from behind the wall. There's a nail embedded in the wall. A key is hanging on the nail. Elian gets the water canal key. Coffin to corridors. You have pipe manor underground. Corridors. Elian manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control. Water canal. Elian unlocks the door with the water canal key. Finally, Elian opens the gate and jumps in the canal. Following the flow of the canal and swimming as fast as he can, he quickly leaves the manor behind him. A choir of soulless bodies announces Elian's departure. He successfully escapes from the manor. When the canal follows another direction, Elian proceeds on foot and marches toward the harbour village mentioned by that Nosferatu. It's finally dawn, and with the help of the sun, he manages to get dry. The village is in sight. It's a very remote village. Suburbia is still far from here. It sounds like a typical location to draw tourists from all the world, especially the ones interested in urban legends and myths. All Elian needs is a boat to leave that damn thing behind and catch his breath. You have reached Harbour Village. Entry. Saving point. You saved the game. Welcome sign. That sign really screams tourist location from every inch of its surface. Signpost. The only locations that Elian recognizes on this sign are the wastelands to the west and the wharf of this village to the east. Actually, there's not very much outside the village. To the wasteland, to the bridge, to the wastelands. There's no going back for Elian. Only with a boat might he be able to escape from that creature. To the bridge, saving point. You opened the menu page. Life point, experience point, inventory. You opened the inventory page. 21. Blood vial. You opened the menu. You're back in the map. To the bridge. The bridge is made of bricks. Underneath, Elian hears some rat noises. After the bridge, the place starts to become more civilized. You have reached Harbour Village. Bridge. To the market. 2 entry. Rats. Some rats gather here. Not a good sight for eventual tourists. Some rats gather here. Bridge. Bridge. The bridge is narrow. Not ideal for tourists with large-sized vehicles. Lamppost. This lamppost is placed in a strategic place. Not being able to see the bridge in the dark would be dangerous for tourists. Anyway, technology is even here. To the market. Goods and souvenirs of all kinds are sold here. The core of the village is here. You have reached Harbour Village. Market. Stands. The stands are full of stuff. There's a wide variety, but the souvenirs seem a bit overpriced. Crowd. There's a lot of noise. Tourists and citizens gather without distinction. To the bridge. To the tourist area. To the square. To the tourist area. This is the core of tourism. Ancient buildings are here, looking out to sea. Tourists visit them and rest inside inns nearby, dedicated to them. You have reached Harbour Village, tourist area, off-road. Tourists to market, off-road. This vehicle certainly belongs to some tourist. Tourists. They are a couple of tourists. They are busy with the tour and travel from house to house, taking tons of shots. They are a couple of tourists. Off-road. This vehicle to market. You have reached Harbour Village. Market. To the square. In the square, people meet with others and rest during their break from work or any other activity. Elian can't believe to see someone with a smartphone in his hand, even here. Aside from that, there's not much to see here. You have reached Harbour Village Square. Lampposts. This is a place where light should never be missing. For someone, the day is long. It's best to stay here for a while before returning home. This is a people. There's not too many people at the moment. Tourists are usually still sleeping at this time, and villagers are already at work. Meta guy. People. There's not Meta guy. Meta guy greets Elian. He has some new advice for him. First of all, what he said about exploration works also with people. Talking more than one time, and eventually in a different moment, someone could even have a quest or a prize for him. He chuckles after saying that. Also, the guy asks Elian if he's found any ghosts yet. If he finds them and cannot defeat them, then he has to run away. If he can defeat them instead, he will be able to defeat them in a few blows. Meta guy greets Elian. People. There's not too many. Met to market. To the main road. Lamppost. To the main road. Rather than a point of connection, it looks like a clear separation between the tourist part of the village and normal villagers. The lack of an actual street makes it even more evident. You have reached Harbour Village, main road. Saving point. You saved the game. Edge of the road. The road isn't even safe. One little mistake, and a car could fall into the ravine. The road is tap water. Ironically, this spot is visited much more often from villagers by foot, since it's a source of clean, fresh water. Ironically, to the square, to the villagers' houses. The actual village is there. Fishermen, farmers and artisans. From here, there's a good sight of the wharf. You have reached Harbour Village. Villagers' houses. Bench. The sea breeze damaged it over time. Villagers. Some of them are ready to go to work. Others are talking among themselves during a short break. Weather vane. It is placed above the roof of the house of a fisherman. Manhole. It is closed, and it won't open. To the main road, to the wharf. There's some boats, and that's what Elian was searching for. It's time to ask. There must be at least one person who can help him. You have reached nets to the villagers' house. Nets. They are used for fishing. At the moment, they lie on the ground. They are doctor. He's the doctor of the town. Still, his clinic is not exactly a hospital. Speedboat owner. A woman is next to a speedboat in the wharf. Seems like she's the owner of the vehicle. Elian is about to ask for a ride, but his request is interrupted by some screams in the distance. He must see what happened. The woman says they came from the tourist area of the village. Wharf. To the villagers' houses. Wharf. There's some boats docked here. To the villagers' houses. You have reached Harbour Village. Villagers' house. To the wharf. To the main road. To the main... You have reached Harbour Village. Main road. To the villagers' houses. To the square. Tap water. You have reached Harbour Village. Square. To the main road. To market. Meta guy. To the main road. To market. You have reached Harbour Village. Market. To the square. To the tourist area. Elian reaches the place. There's someone lying on the ground. He's not moving anymore, and no one dares to go closer. Off-road. Tourists. Corpse. Crowd. Tourist. The couple are shocked at the sight of the corpse. One of them is starting to feel sick. The couple are crowd. A lot of people gather here. Someone even dares to take some photos of the corpse. To market. Corpse. Elian checks the body. He's dead. Suddenly he has some kind of vision. A green smoke becomes visible inside the lungs of the corpse. It must be his power in action. It was the effect of a plague. He has been infected, and then he died. Actually, there's a trail of that smoke that leads to a rat which is still in the area. Before Elian arrived, he saw some rat near the corpse. If that smoke represents the plague, then those rats will infect everyone. People clearly don't see that smoke, but they're still getting nervous, and someone has already announced the arrival of a plague. Elian decides to follow the rats. Maybe he's just in time to avoid things getting worse. He doesn't have a problem since he's a Dampier. Like vampires, they are completely immune to human plagues. Crowd. To market. Corpse. The young guy is a villager. Seems like he hasn't had any issue until recently. To market. Elian follows the rat. There's a lot of mess, and it's difficult to dodge people and obstacles. His only help is people's reactions and screams when they see the rat. Unfortunately, it's not enough to not lose his tracks. You have to the tourist, to the bridge. The rat Elian was chasing arrives here and disappears below. You have reached to the market. 2 entry. Rats. Some rats gather here. Bridge. Lamppost. Bridge. To the market. You have reached to the tourist area. You to market. To the bridge. You have reached Lamp Bridge. Rats to the market. Lamper Bridge. The rat that Elian saw joins a horde of rats below the bridge. They all disappear inside a passage which was hidden until now. If a vampire is in this village, then he must be there. Lampo hidden passage. As suspected, there's an abandoned underground passage. Elian is pretty sure that a vampire is hidden here, and must have the power to control rats. The path splits in two. You have reached wheelbarrow broken to the bridge. East exit. Northeast exit. It's getting darker, and many infected rats wander along the path. You have reached village. Infected rats. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 120 experience points. Elian gets blood vial. Press control. Rat excrement. Southwest east exit. Rat excrement. There's a great pile of it in a corner. The smell is terrible. Southwest east exit. As Elian proceeds, he can hear the sound of many bats. They must be above his head, and ready to attack him at any moment. You have reached village saving point. You saved the iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is loose, so the gate connected must be closed. Will Elian open the connected gate? Press the left arrow to do that. Press the right arrow to not do that. Elian turns the wheel, and the chain gets wrapped around it. Now the gate is open. Flock of bats. Battle begins. Less than 50% life points. The battle ends. Elian gains 140 experience points. Press control. Saving point. Iron wheel. Bones. Flock of bats. Battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 100. Saving iron bones. West bow. There are many human bones. Looks like someone's victims are still. West. South. Saving point. Southeast. A great shape. West. You have reached village. East exit. Southwest exit. You have reached northeast. Wheelbarrow. Broken lantern. To the bridge. Unfortunately. Broken lantern. Unfortunately, it's not usable anymore. To the bridge. You have reached hidden to the market. To entry. You have reached Harbour Village. Saving point. You saved the game. To the bridge. You have reached. You quit. Game experience point. Life point. 100% life point. Experience point. Alien reached level 3. 890. Inventory. Instruction. Game progression 33%. Quit get life points. You're back. Hidden passage. You have reached northeast exit. On the way, Alien notices an iron wheel and a great-shaped gate. There must be a system of gates that can be opened and closed. Infected village underground. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 120 experience points. Press control. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Alien close the connected gate? Press the left arrow. Infected rats. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 120 experience points. Alien gets blood vial. Press control. Iron wheel. Corpse. West exit. East exit. This system of gates is quite complicated. Alien ignores the purpose of this place. Maybe it was a strategic point to defend this village from invasions. Who knows? You have reached Village Underground, Center East. Rusty shovel. The shovel is still usable, but it's not recommended. The shovel is still flock of bats. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 140 experience points. Press control. Rusty shot. Medical kit. Alien finds a medical kit, but this time it's already empty. How disappointing. Alien finds a iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is loose, so the gate connected must be closed. Will Alien open the connected gate? Press the left arrow to do that. Alien turns the wheel and the chain gets wrapped around it. Now the gate is open. Infected rats. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 120 experience points. Press control. Rusty shove. Medic. Iron wheel. West exit. East exit. A great shaped gate blocks the way. Rusty shove. Medical. Iron wheel. West exit. You have reached village. East exit. West corpse. Infected rats. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 120 experience points. Press control. East egg. West corpse. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Alien close the connect? Press. Corpse. West exit. You have reached village. You open life experience. Alien reached level 3. 270 experience life points. You're back. Northeast exit. You have reached village. Southwest. Rat excrement. Infected rats. The battle begins. Less than 75% life points. The battle ends. Alien. East exit. Southwest. You have north. East exit to the bridge. Hidden to the mark. To entry. You have saved you Harbor Village. You saved to get to the bridge. You have reached hidden passage. You have reached northeast exit. You have reached infected rats. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien. Ratek. Southwest. East exit. You have reached village underground. Northeast. Saving point. You saved the iron wheel. Flock of bats. Battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 140 experience points. Elian increases his experience level. Press control. Saving point. You saved to get southwest, southeast exit. Both the paths connect here. The other path is closed by the gate. So in front of Elian, there's only one passage left. And it's guarded by a huge rat. The vampire must be behind him. You have reached Village Underground, east. Iron Wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is loose, so the gate connected must be closed. Will Elian open the connected gate? Press the left. Elian turns the wheel. The chain gets wrapped around it. Now the gate in front of him is open. Rat corpses. Giant rat corpses. They have been devoured. From the giant rat it. Northwest exit. West exit. East exit. The giant rat blocks the way. Elian must first defeat it. Iron wheel. Rat corpse. Giant rat. As Elian goes forth, that giant beast squeals out loud, making a terrible noise, and rushes toward him at an unsteady pace. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 500 experience points. Elian gets blood vial. Press control to continue. The huge rat falls sideways and squeals in agony for a while, before dying in a pool of blood. Now nothing separates Elian from the vampire. East exit. Elian exits from the passage and finally finds the village. He's disappointed since he missed the vampire, but it must be underground somewhere. Maybe with a torch he might find it. Elian's attention is caught by people. There's a lot of noise. Apparently things escalated quickly. Someone is pretending to be a plague spreader and is seeding the panic. Maybe they just want to get the chance to steal something. Even worse, on the other hand, is that some other people have got a torch and are acting like a group of vigilantes. What's happening? Anyway, Elian is interested in one of those torches. You have reached Harbour Village. Villagers' house. Bench. Plague spreader. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 50 experience points. Press control. Ben. Weather. Plague spreader. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains to the underground, to the main road, to the wharf, to the main road. You have reached Harbour Village, main road. Saving point. You saved the edge of the road. You open life point. Less than 25% life points. Your tap water. To the square. Tap water. Ironically, this To the villager, to the square. You have reached Harbour Village, Square. Lamppost, Plague Spreader. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien, Lamppost, Vigilante. Alien aims at his torch. The difficult part is not winning, but knocking him out without killing him. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 100 experience points. Alien gets torch. Press control. Lamppost, Meta Guy, to market, to the main road, to market. You have reached Harbour, to the square, to the tourist area, to the bridge. You have reached Harbour Village, bridge, hidden path, to the market, to entry. You have reached Harbour Village, entry, saving point. You saved the game, to the bridge. You have reached Harbour Village, bridge, hidden passage. You have reached village, northeast exit. You have reached village, east egg, west egg corpse. West egg, east, infected rats. Battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 120 experience points. Press corpse. Iron wheel. The chain of the iron wheel is strained, so the gate connected must be open. Will Alien close the connected gate? Press the left. The chain of press the left. Alien turns the wheel and the chain is released. Now the gate is closed. Corpse. West exit. East. West. You have reached village underground. West. Northeast exit. You have reached village east. Southwest. Ceiling. Alien checks the ceiling. Now that he has a torch, he can clearly see a hole above his head. Looks like a passage. It's time to figure out how to reach that passage. Southwest exit. You have reached village under northeast exit. You have reached village east exit. A great shaped southwest exit to the secret passage. Alien climbs the gate and reaches the ceiling, passing through the hole. So this is where the vampire was hidden. A very clever trick indeed. Suddenly Alien hears the voice of two people. It sounds like a fight. He rushes to that place, but the battle has ended in no time. The vampire lost. The other person notices your presence and rushes very quickly towards a secret exit. Alien must know what's happened. You have reached village underground, secret passage, dying vampire. Bottle! There's human blood inside. Elian gets one blood vial. The bottle is empty. Furniture! Despite the place, this wide room actually resembles one of a wealthy owner. The whole place, from a certain point of view, is an underground fortress. To the underground, to the main road, dying vampire. The vampire is gonna die very soon. Elian asks him who that man was. The vampire looks Elian in the eyes. He knows his Dampier nature, so he says that it's impossible Elian doesn't know him. Every vampire or half-blood knows him, and when he arrives, it's the end. He must be someone very important. Elian wants to know more, but he'll save those questions for the person concerned. Instead, he asks him one more question. He wants to know if the plague was his doing. Hearing this question, the vampire starts to laugh out loud. Elian doesn't understand. The vampire replies that it wouldn't make any sense to him infecting his own blood farm. The rats had nothing to do with this. Actually, even if they are infected, this plague has no effect on animals. It's deadly only for humans. He adds that humans always make mistakes, and then they keep repeating them, never learning. They are used to sowing their errors and then harvesting their consequences. He tells Elian that he's fighting for a lost cause, and then he dies, turning into ash. Elian must reach that man. He might be able to help him somehow, or give some precious information at least. Furniture, bottle, to the main road. Bottle, the bottle is empty. To the main road. The light from the surface enters through the exit. Among the surroundings, there was another hidden passage. This one closes on its own, so Elian can't go back. But there's no reason to do that. The person he's chasing is quite distant, but he saw him going to his right. He's probably going to the wharf. You have reached Harbour Village, main road. Saving. You saved the game. You open life point. Experience. More than 75% more experience points. Inventory. You opened the inventory page. 25. Blood vial. You're back in the to the villagers' house. To the square. To the You have reached Harbour Village. To the wharf. Elian arrives, but one boat has already sailed. He bets that the guy he was chasing is inside it. There's another problem. There's just one last boat, and apparently its crew might decide to sail sooner rather than later. You have reached Harbour Village. Wharf. To the villager. Wharf. Speedboat. Wharf. Just the speedboat is left. For now. Speedboat. Elian stops the woman and asks if some guy arrived suddenly and sailed with a boat. She thinks Elian is talking about that handsome man and affirms he was directed to a particular city. Elian now has a destination. He also asks for passage. She will accept on just one condition. Apparently a crowd of people gathered in the square, and she doesn't want someone to get injured or worse. She figured that Elian is not an ordinary traveller, so she wants him to stop the crowd. Elian is forced to accept. Doctor. Doctor. The doctor is desperate. If things deteriorate further, he won't be able to cure everyone. To the villagers' houses. You have reached Harbour Village. Village to the wharf, to the main road. You have reached you said to the villagers, to the square. Things have definitely gotten out of hand. A lot of people are gathered here, armed with pitchforks, and scream out loud to hunt any potential culprit of the plague. Even people who have nothing to do start to get hurt for no reason. It's time to stop this nonsense. Lamppost, Harbour Village, Square. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian, lamppost, pitchforks armed crowd. Elian marches towards the crowd and says to stop this nonsense. But they won't listen to him. They just get even more angry. They surround him and insinuate that he has something to do with the plague. The battle begins. Less than 50% life points. The battle ends. Elian gains 400 experience points. Press control. Elian defeats the one who looks like the leader of the crowd, and they start to calm down. Just at that moment, behind the crowd, through the market area, a vehicle passes and goes toward the entrance of the village. It's the off-road vehicle of the tourists. Elian notices the green smoke trail coming from the tourist who was sick. He didn't notice that before, but it seems like he was the real cause. And now that they've left this place, the plague will probably be spread without any control. Elian tells them that one of the tourists was the cause because... Actually, Elian can't tell them the reason. His power can't be explained to people. He's trying to find a good explanation instead of this, but it's not necessary. The crowd already believes him and swear angrily at the tourists. Elian is frustrated at the reaction, but he knows how it works. People love easy scapegoats, especially when they are not in a position to defend themselves. But the violence has stopped, and that's what counts at the moment. So Elian can return to the wharf. Lampo to the main road, to market, to the... You have reached save it used to the square, to the villagers' houses. You have reached Harbour Village to the wharf. You have reached Harbour Village, wharf. To the village at wharf. Speedboat. Doctor. He saw Elian stopping the crowd. The doctor thanks him and offers him 3 transfusion bags. Since they have been infected by some plague spreader, he can't use them anymore. He apparently noticed that Elian is not human and not a vampire. He simply accepts the gift without confirming anything and leaves. Elian obtained 3 blood vials. Nets, doctor. The doctor will be able to speedboat owner. Elian returns and tells the woman the good news. She's surprised and thanks him. Introductions can wait, so they both sail on the speedboat. To the speedboat. You open life experience inventory instruction. You 39% game progression 39% instruction inventory. You opened the inventory page. 28 blood vial. You're back in the map. To the villagers' house. To the speedboat. Despite the nature of the village, there is a speedboat. Technology's spread really is something. The crew aboard is composed of 5 members. 2 of them are on the outside. The other 3 are inside with Elian, and their leader apparently is among them. You have reached speedboat. Inside. Saving point. You saved the game. You saved the game. You opened the menu. Quit game. Hell hunt. Exit game.